So, your marketing agency isn't driving results. What now? Now don't immediately text your account manager to fire them. There's a lot to think about before you make any big decisions. It's important to keep in mind that digital marketing takes time to see results. You won't see a 1,000% increase in SEO revenue right after launching a campaign. Any digital marketing strategy, especially one like SEO that relies on a third party to recognize your updates, can take 3 to 6 months to see major results. Even an ad campaign can take time to refine and drive an ROI. So if you're just launching a new strategy or you've recently partnered with a new agency, be patient. Outside of that 3 to 6 month period, that's when you may want to start evaluating your options. At this point, if you're seeing things like your website or social traffic trending downwards, your engagement rates sinking, fewer email signups, opens, or clicks, worsening lead quality or quantity, higher advertising costs, or decreasing ROI, you may want to take action. Again, don't ghost your agency. Talk to them about your concerns. They may come up with a plan to get you on track. Now, if your agency isn't communicating anything with you, they're not keeping you up to date on results, they clearly don't make an effort to understand the ins and outs of your industry, or they repeatedly fall short of performance benchmarks despite trying to improve them, it's a good time to look elsewhere. Before you jump ship though, review the contract or any other documents you signed with your agency. You'll want to make sure you're not locked into any services for a set amount of time. You may also need to give a certain amount of notice before ending things. The last thing you want is to sign with a new agency only to realize that you can't leave your old agency. So then you're paying double the services. Money down the drain. And this part is extra important. Ensure you have ownership over all of your digital marketing channels before you leave. If your agency owns your website and you leave without gaining ownership, you've lost access to the biggest asset in your digital marketing toolkit. Starting fresh with a whole new website can set your marketing strategy and your business back significantly. You'll lose any SEO power you've spent time building, which can take months to build back up. If it's an e-commerce website, you've now lost your ability to manage your store. Same goes for your social channels and your email marketing platform. Even if your performance was decreasing with your previous agency, you still had a following. Losing access to those channels will mean you need to build your presence from the ground up. It's a lot easier to improve upon something that exists than to start from scratch. So get those login details and make sure you remove your former agency's access once your partnership has ended. And now, the hunt for a new agency begins. Or maybe it began earlier while you were still working with your old agency. When you hired your previous, or soon-to-be previous agency, were there any other agencies that you considered in the process? If you had a few options you really liked, consider reaching back out to them. Maybe it was a matter of pricing or offerings at the time. Things could have changed since you last spoke, so it can't hurt to put out some feelers. Outside of your original list, you can expand your search with some quick research. Visit your favorite search tool and look for agencies that serve your industry and are highly reviewed. Dig in even deeper by going to sites like Clutch or G2. There, you can read verified reviews from actual customers and filter the search by budget, industry, or any other factors that matter to you. Since you've already partnered with an agency, it's safe to assume you know what you want from your next agency. Think about what your previous agency did that you liked, and things that you didn't like. Make sure you ask questions about those specific things when you talk to new agencies. Here are some questions that you might ask. How do you monitor results and performance? How do you communicate with your clients? What's your experience in my industry? Do you have references or testimonials I can review? When should we expect our strategy to get results? These questions can help you understand how your new agency will operate. So maybe you really liked how your previous agency did quarterly reporting, but you hated how long it took them to respond to your emails. You'll want to ask your prospective agency how they'll report on results and how often they communicate with clients. And if there was anything in your previous agency's contract that you didn't love, you'll want to ask questions about that too. The initial meetings with your prospective agencies are all about determining if you and the agency will be a good fit together. Don't be afraid to ask your burning questions so that you can make the best choice for you. And if you're looking for a full-service digital marketing agency with experience across dozens of industries, our team would be happy to answer your questions. So now, Agency Explorer, it's time to take the next step towards better results. We wish you the best of luck on your journey, and we hope to hear from you. Thanks for tuning in.